Okay guys, I just went on today, this is all sped up, but it's all sped up because it was too long. But like, I went on and joined my friends. This is a private match. So they said he was playing like Demolition on Afghan. So I joined them, and I was like, whoa, what the hell? And there's like SuperJump and like lasers and stuff. And you can't, like, I don't know, it's really weird. And I'll explain in a minute once this clip ends. I'll explain in a minute. But yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess, for private matches. But you'll see what happens in a minute now when I leave. I've been like infected or something. But I don't know. So but when the title screen was loading, oh yeah, and that's another thing. Just now, I just then noticed that there's no reloads. Like you'll see in a minute now. I'll just be trying it out. You can just shoot and shoot and shoot. And when the magazine ends, it just like it like reloads. Like, see, but you don't have to do anything. It just like reloads for you. And I was doing it earlier, and you just even if you just press square, like the ammo just fills up with no like reload sequence. And there's laser sights and all. But it's really weird. I asked my friend what happened. He's like, you got infected. So I don't know. And in a minute now, you'll see. It's really cool, but it's not the best. Like, it's not great for public matches, which is what happens in a minute. So after this game, the lobby I just got kicked or whatever. I don't know why. So this is my friend there, Guesty. Like he's not. I didn't do this, okay? So and don't be hating and saying shit like, oh, you're such a noob for hacking this shit. I didn't do this. I just joined a game, and it turned out to be it just was this. And then it turns out that I actually gotten infected or something. So you'll see now, all this shit happens. And I'm just waiting around for the next game to start. As I thought it was kind of cool, you know. But I think they're like public private matches, so maybe it's not so cool. But hacking's not great, but it's kind of fun. And what I realized in a minute, you'll see on the bottom. You can see it now right there. It's like red and blue. Well, you can't really see it that well right now, but it keeps coming across. I didn't notice it for a while, so I tried to join back into my game, but into my friend's game, and I messaged him like, "What the fuck," and all this shit. But if you do see it in a second, you can look there. It is red and blue again. It says "Fear of the Unknown," and I was like, "What?" And then I remembered that the guy who got the nuke in that game I was just in was called the Unknown, and I was like, "Wait a second, he's like, there he is there." Look, and I asked him like all the shit, and then I realized that like because that thing kept on popping up on my PlayStation, like there's something, the hack is still there. So I started a private match, and lo and behold, I had the laser sights, but I didn't have the crazy jumping ability or the reloading ability. So that kind of confused me a little bit. I still had the laser sight, so I decided to leave this game, and then I joined a different friend's session. He was doing a public match, and he didn't know anything about it either, but it turns out that I have the laser sights in public match as well. And even though in kill cams I can see the laser sights on other people's guns, they don't have them. Only I do. So there's a couple things, and I'm talking really fast because it's so exciting. But apart from the laser sights, the crosshair in the middle is actually also like really small. It's just, I think you saw it there a minute ago. Like you can just look at it, any clip that I have of these. So I have a couple different clips on different maps. This is Terminal, and you can see the crosshair in the middle is like tiny. So I said, hey, I'll try out snipers. See what happens. And then, although the crosshair is tiny, it doesn't shoot where the crosshair is. It's still, it's as if it was a regular crosshair, but it doesn't look like one. So I tried no scoping a couple times, and like, even though I hit them where the crosshair is, it didn't make a difference. Well, like I got a kill, but that was just like fluke. Maybe, but I got a hit marker there, and then I think I went in to find the game to see if it was still happening then, and I found a free-for-all match, and yeah, I still had it. And even though he has that laser sight in my screen, he doesn't on his, so I'm like the only one in the lobby. Oh yeah, and another thing is like, it's like radar always on. So I think what actually happened was this guy, the Unknown or whatever his name is, set up like, downloaded these hacks or whatever, or made these hacks, I don't know. and put them into the PlayStation and set up a private match with like Radar on all. So then I got infected, and now my settings are set for that private match with all the hacks and the radar always on. So you can actually see there's a couple of people all over the map, red dots, and they're not shooting. And it's actually kind of cool, I guess, because I know that they're there and they don't know that I'm there, I guess. But it's still cheating, and I don't know if there's any way to stop these hacks. I turned off my PlayStation. I have to go away anyway, but I'll be back on later on, and I'll see if the hacks are still there. It's kind of it'll probably get kind of annoying after a while, actually. But just so you know, I didn't do it. It is still kind of cool, especially the jumping. That was really cool. I couldn't stop ruffling. But yeah. So I don't know if anyone has any more inside information.